Hey guys, what is up? Raymage here, doing another World of Tanks 360 review. Today guys, we're going to be talking about the American Tier 6 medium, the Jumbo Sherman. Now, this is the successor to the M4 Sherman at Tier 5. This is an incredible tank at Tier 6. It has uncompromising frontal hull armor, and you will encounter quite a few people that honestly believe this tank is overpowered. And I can tell you, as someone that has played it in the beta and I've played it now in the game, it is not overpowered. A good Jumbo Sherman driver will tell you it's not an OP tank. You have to understand its weaknesses, and when you understand its weaknesses, you play it a certain way. And the good Jumbo Sherman drivers know how to play it, and they know how to minimize their weaknesses. And that's where some people think it's overpowered. And it's really just its frontal hull armor that is so darn good. And really, I have found only really two tanks that can reliably pen this thing, and those are Tier 7s, and that's the Panther 1 fully upgraded with an L100, and the T29 with that vicious 105 when it's fully upgraded. So those are really the true threats to this tank from the front. Otherwise, it is weak from the side and rear. If you get a Jumbo Sherman side or rear, you can lay it out. And as a good Jumbo Sherman driver, if that's what you want to be, you don't want to give your side or rear to anybody. You want to be smart. You want to present a shield wall at all costs. Now let's go ahead and look at the packages. Starting off stock, this tank starts off with a 75mm gun with about 92mm of penetration, which isn't all that great, and 110 damage. Now, the damage output is satisfactory, but the penetration really leaves a lot to be desired. You can't pen anything hardly above Tier 6. Tier 6 and higher, you cannot pen anything with a 75mm gun. You'd have to run premium ammo, and I think that would be a bit expensive on this tank. You do have a 400 horsepower engine. This makes this tank very slow, very sluggish. The additional armor really weighs the tank down. This isn't, you have to keep in mind, and this is basically an M4 Sherman with a different turret and more armor, and on a slightly different chassis. That means more weight, and that means this 400 horsepower engine is going to have a lot to tow around. And there you go with 32 traverse speed for your turret, and about 330 meters for view range on the turret. Also, you can see the turret armor is very good at 152 millimeters, very nice, and the traverse speed is at 30. This is not a bad, it has a problem. I mean, this gun is it's what kills the tank, and the mobility and the speed is very much lacking. It's very questionable. Let's just leave it at that. You want to get to one of these two packages, the one with the 105, or you want to get up here. I would say the best option is the 76mm option. You end up with a better engine at 460 horsepower. Same engine you get with the 105 option, so you're not losing out if you go with the 105. But the main draw to this thing is the 76mm M1A1 gun. If you have the M4 Sherman fully upgraded, you are more than familiar with this gun. It is reliable. You know what the penetration and the damage is. Very good. You can rely on it. You do get better tracks, 32 now, and now you get a different turret with 370 meters of view range, and your traverse speed is at 39. You do lose a little bit on the turret armor at 76, but really, overall, this is a great tank once you get it upgraded. And you're now maneuverable, you are now speedy, maybe not as fast as the M4 Sherman fully upgraded. Let's face it, you are carrying a much more heavier load around in it. Now, if you want this thing to be close as possible to being like the M4 Sherman, just with more armor, there may be an alternative. You could go ahead and take a slight detour to whether your destination is the T29 or the T20. You could take a slight detour, and you could go ahead and buy the final package. And this is what I run, and this is what I reviewed in my match. You get the 76mm M1A2 gun, same thing as the M1A1, just very high rate of fire, much better. This makes it a very dangerous flanker. And you get a 520 horsepower engine. This tank is now getting it. It is moving out of its way. It is a very quick, very fast, and agile mobile shield wall, I guess to put it best. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and switch to some gameplay, and we'll go ahead and begin the review. I'll catch you guys back here in a moment. Okay, guys, here we go. Here's the gameplay. This is on mines. This was an encounter battle. Now, this wasn't a fantastic gameplay. This was really a one-kill gameplay. Really wasn't not really much happened, but I thought it would illustrate, this gameplay illustrated best how you played the Jumbo Sherman. Now, there is a fully upgraded Tiger 1. I don't think the T-29 on their team is upgraded, but I was still very careful. Now, I did say earlier in the walk-around review, in the first part, saying that T-29s and Panther 1s were the only real thing you had to worry about. That was a bit of an exaggeration. The Tiger 1 fully upgraded certainly can pen this thing very easily. That L71 88mm gun is vicious against the frontal hull armor of this tank, and it can and will hurt you. Now, I took a gamble here, and I went into the middle, and I wanted to see what I would get. I wanted to see if their T-29 or if their Tiger pushed up, and I decided, alright, even if they do push up here, I got pretty good turret armor. I felt like I could bounce their shots if I went hull down. You'll see me here, I kind of just peek up out of the corner here, and I'm sorry for the video quality. It seemed my cap card was acting up a little bit when I got this, so hopefully it isn't too bad. But you'll see here, I peek up, I find a Panzer IV. He seems to be sporting a 105. I recognize the turret. Pop him again. Just look at the rate of fire. I mean, you can really wear people out. And I guarantee you that Panzer IV probably thought he was getting shot at by 3 different tanks just because of the rate of fire alone. It is very fast. It is very good. Now, you'll see here the Yak Panzer IV. I am able to bounce a shot. I think he misses the first one, but I know I bounced 2 shots from him. I hit him. Once I hit him the first time, he really starts to realize, okay, this guy is going to stand his ground. It ain't going to happen. I know what guns the Yak Panzer IV can have. So the only thing I got to worry about is him getting a little agitated and using premium. Now, this could have all ended badly. I took a chance here, went up on this hill. I wanted to fight this Panzer III-4. Fortunately, the Yak Panzer IV, when he sat up, he did miss his shot, so I got lucky. Panzer III-4 here bounces a shot, so I guarantee he's not too damn happy. But he's a smart Panzer III-4 because he's obviously played against Jumbo Shermans enough to know I can't win this fight up close. I don't have the hit point pool. I don't have the gun to pen him consistently. I'm better off backing up. But he miscalculated his escape plan, and he backed up in front of my team, and we start wearing him out. Now, I don't get the kill shot, but I did quite a bit to contribute to his death. Now here, I am turning around, I am trying to figure out what I can do next, and you noticed I'm very careful with the Jumbo Sherman. You play it very similar to the way you would do the M4 Sherman, it's just you can rely on the armor. The armor can save you in Tier 6 and lower matches. It is very good against Tier 6 and lower tanks. Wouldn't count on it so much against Tier 7 tanks. Very careful. You gotta be aware. You have to have good map situational awareness. Now here I made a stupid mistake. I thought I could get a shot on that T-29 from here, and I'm looking at the Churchill 7 there. I don't think I can get a shot on him. So immediately I'm starting to back up, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try and get a shot on this T-29. Now if I had sat up earlier where I'm about to go, I probably would have got 1 or 2 shots into him, but didn't happen, so that was a wasted opportunity. And I don't even think he's upgraded, but you know, wasted opportunity. Could have helped my team out more there. But this is pretty much how you want to play it. And you got to be paranoid of your sides and your flank. You notice here I start turning. I'm getting a little cautious, even though the match is pretty much just winding down. Just got to be aware of my sides. I got to be aware of my rear. I don't want anybody to hit them. And I always, if I'm engaging someone, I would prefer to engage them hull down with my turret facing them, so they have as little to shoot at as possible. If they are a tank or a vehicle that has a gun that can potentially hit me, I'm not too eager to push down and pick a fight with that Tiger 1. I seem to have missed a shot here, fire my second shot. Must have just missed him, but I know my third one hits him, as you can see, pretty darn close to killing him. And then, of course, my team finishes them off. Very good. This was a good match. Really shows off what the M1A2 gun is capable of. You just want to play this tank very similar to how you would the M4 Sherman. Just understand you're not going to have quite as much mobility and quite enough speed to really do what the Sherman does, but you make up for it with more armor. You're almost a pocket heavy, if you will. Very good all-around tank. Now, quick little channel update, guys. I will be doing a Sherman Easy 8 review. I'm probably gonna go ahead and try and get the XP off my M4, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and buy that. And I'm gonna do an Easy 8 Sherman review because that's one of the new tanks that just got added. I'm waiting to see what the other 4 tanks are. We just got the other 4. Let's see what the next 4 are gonna be. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.